All right. Well, hey, Sam, thank you so much for joining me. So, hey, everybody, it's Jeremy Forcier with People's Home Equity. And I was chatting with a friend of mine and a great partner of mine, business partner, who specializes in credit and credit repair. And sometimes that can be like a four-letter word, but not when you're hooked up with the right person that has a heart in the right place, and it's really good and it can educate about it. So I wanted to have Sam on this call. So Sam Parker, great to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jeremy. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, if you could take just a couple seconds, because this video, a realtor might be watching this video, that it'd be great for them to know stuff about how to help their clients that are credit challenged or that have some issues they need to deal with. There might be a consumer watching this that wants to know, what do I have to do to get my credit in a place where I can move forward with purchasing a home or refinancing? So what are some of the biggest obstacles that you see, and where do people need to start to get their credit in the right place?
Yeah, well, most people, Jeremy, just don't know what they don't know. If you think about it, we were never taught credit 101 in high school. We were never taught credit 101 in college. And most of our parents didn't really know what they were talking about when they were teaching us about credit. So first and foremost is education. But then when it comes to the home buying process, it's get a look at that credit report as soon as possible. Before you start looking for houses, before especially you decide on one, make sure that your credit's going to qualify you. So that's one thing I preach is look at your credit. Is there anything on there that you disagree with? And if it's less than where you want it to be, make sure that you're doing a free review with us or a competent professional before you just start kind of going off on your own, because there's a lot of things that consumers do thinking that they're helping themselves when really they hurt themselves.
Right. So and you're right. And I think that there is oftentimes things that pop up on consumers' credit reports that either A, they're not sure of, or B, they don't know why it's still on there. So let's assume that someone has under a 640 credit score. They want to get the credit score higher so that they can qualify. What do you do? What do you look at, and how can you help them?
Yeah, so we start off with a free review on all clients to figure out if they're even a good client or if they just need some free help. And if they just need some pointers, we'll tell them, pay this down, open this up, don't do that, do this or whatever, and then try to get them back to their lender, in this case you, as quickly as possible and with no cost. But there are a lot of clients that just need some help, and we're a service just like any others, because you'll see a lot of stuff out there like, oh, you can do it yourself. Well, it's not as easy to do as most think. And just like, cleaning my pool, I could do it. I don't want to. My time is better served doing what I'm an expert in. So a lot of times clients are going to fall into that category. But what we'll do is a detailed interview where we'll figure out what the client disagrees with and why. And then we're actually going to go after those things for violations of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, maybe, a statute of limitations that's expired, something like that, where most credit repair companies are doing what are called blanket disputes, which is just not mine, never late, and just fire a bunch of paperwork at the credit bureaus and hope that it sticks. And that's just not the method to use anymore. And so we'll go through and we'll with a fine-tooth comb dispute and challenge those items for validity. Now, if they come back as verified, let's say that we had 10 items that we were working on, we were able to get 6 items deleted, but 4 of them came back and said, listen, Joe Schmo borrower, he owes this money. Most credit repair companies just going to dispute. But again, the reason that they're talking to you and talking to me is that they want a home loan. So we don't have 6 months or 12 months to mess around. So what we'll do is we'll switch gears and we'll help the client facilitate a pay for deletion if possible, a settlement, a payment arrangement, something like that, where we're just taking care of the debt that the client knows they're obligated to. So let's quit playing the not mine game, right? So we'll do disputes, we'll do settlements and pay for deletions if possible. We'll also help educate the client on the credit 101 that they never received in high school or college, because a lot of this is just you don't know what you don't know. And once you know it, your lifestyle changes, your spending habits change, the way that you treat your bills changes, the way that you pay down your credit cards change, because you understand the way that that factors into the scoring algorithm. So we'll do that. We'll also help them establish new positive trade lines and teach them how to use them correctly. There's some financial gurus out there that confuse people that say, oh, get rid of all your credit cards, close everything out. That's all well and good if that financial guru wants to lend you $300 or in California $500,000 for your next home loan. But as of right now, that's not the way it works. So we need to establish positive trade lines, teach the clients how to use those to their benefit, and really come at the credit scoring algorithm from all angles right away. And because of that, we can usually get people that don't qualify in, fixed up, and back out, even if they need full credit repair, in 2 to 4 months.
Wow,
So,
and that's incredible. And you guys, if you have any credit questions, you want to take a look, you have someone you know that may need help or be challenged in this area, please feel free to reach out to Sam directly. Reach out to me. We're more than happy to help you. And I can tell you, Sam knows what he's talking about. And the success rate, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a success rate will always be extremely high if the borrower and the consumer participates. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely, because we're not that credit repair company that says pay me for 6 months and I'll wipe everything off. I mean, those companies either don't exist or they don't work. I mean, it just doesn't work like that. So what we'll do is we'll tell the clients, hey, you got a credit card that's at 53% of the balance limit ratio. Through our education, we're going to let them know that 50% is a really big threshold. So by paying this credit card down by $70, you might gain 20 points, So, but yeah, we need that participation. You need to be a driver, not a passenger, when it comes to your credit, your finances, and the home that you're trying to get for yourself and your family.
Awesome. So what's the best way for people to get a hold of you, Sam?
Yeah, so they can go to the website, mycreditguy.com, and they can request a free review. You can also look for our videos on there. We have lots of credit education videos. Or the best way is to get a hold of Jeremy and his team. Make sure, because there's a lot of people that are hard on themselves too, and they think, oh, I got bad credit. And then they pull it, they're like, see, I told you I got a horrible 686 score. And you're like, I got you all day long. So if you go through Jeremy first and his team, what they'll do is they'll try to qualify you. And then if they can't, or they also have internal resources that are available, I'm the second step. I'm a good solid step to be a second step, but I'm number 2. Jeremy and his team are number 1. So get a hold of them. They can refer you on to us, or you can go to mycreditguy.com to find out more information about us directly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, Sam. It's always a pleasure. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly, Sam directly. We're more than happy to help you, and we hope you have a great weekend. Take care.
Awesome.